exactly what I want.
I get the damn concept, but I don't make that like the way I get my Christmas gifts. Then I fucking know what I'm getting. Fuck that shit.
That's the part that you don't get a shitty ass guess of people.
That's not how it works. You're supposed to be surprised. Like, oh, you got the fucking gold. You got a poster.
You can click that you don't want to know who purchased what on there.
It doesn't matter. You still know what you're getting. And people are going off your wish list.
There was seriously a Christmas like 2 years ago where I returned every single fucking gift that people got me because they didn't know what they were doing.
That's exactly why we don't exchange at them.
Yeah, well, fine. I was buying stuff for myself. Have somebody wrap it. How about that? Welcome to a special episode of We're Not Afraid of the Dark. We are completing the trilogy here because, of course, I do this podcast whenever they're banned, but we also have our sister Camille on the show for the first time.
Hello.
Well, welcome to the show, Camille. You said you listened to a few episodes we did before, right? And you found out how fucking sick your brothers really are.
Yep. I've come to realize this now.
Yeah, and of course, you could also just check out the Instagram we have. It's Instagram.com/We're Not Afraid of the Dark. No apostrophe there. See our shenanigans. You guys saw the one I posted the other night with Kayla drunk on the left, right?
Yeah, I saw it this morning.
Okay, good.
Lovely.
Yeah, we're pretty tore up. So this episode is also special, the fact that there's going to be a high amount of sobriety in this episode as well. Ben, what are you drinking today?
Dude, I made this makeshift fucking lemonade, and I had this Seagrams sweet tea. It's terrible. So I'm making Camille drink it too.
Wait, you're drinking alcohol too, Camille?
Yeah, he gave me the cup, but I don't...
There was something floating in the top.
I don't know what it was. It was like a cedar chip or something.
Yeah, just battle through it, Camille. We'll be all right.
Yeah, I have to stay sober because I got to drive later tonight. But we'll be back and forth next week because we have another special guest for the thing we're recording next week, which should be fun. Now, Camille, what's your history with Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I've watched it ever since I was little. You guys had it on the TV, and of course, I just started watching it as well. It's kind of in the family.
Yeah, one difference I thought of, though, especially when we first started this podcast, was in the show went off air in 1996, and it came back a few years later. And I remember you watched some episodes in the second run of it, like 1999, 2000.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Do you remember those episodes? Well,
no, I don't remember any of them, actually. I actually had a review of the Quicksilver one that we're going to be watching today, and it kind of came back to me.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask you if you remember this episode, because I remember this one pretty vividly. I mean, we had a lot
there was a very distinctive scene with the glass of water that I remember.
All right. We're going to just tackle this thing chronologically, as we always do. The episode starts out with them mentioning Fright Night. And was that like a movie theme? Or I know there's a movie called Fright Night, and that was like something they used to have at theaters.
Universal does Fright Night.
Yeah, that's the walk to a haunted house, right?
Yeah. So being that they're, they're recording in Canada, but Nickelodeon, Nickelodeon's Universal, Fright Night, bam.
Yeah, maybe. Well, Tyler comes in and starts playing this annoying flute. It kind of like a recorder, though.
That's what I told that to Ashley. She's like, that's not a recorder. She's like, but it's not a flute either, because, you play a flute from the side. Yeah,
well, it's some type of wind instrument. But did you notice, some of the notes are kind of actually go with the Are You Afraid of the Dark theme song?
No.
I thought I heard a little bit of it.
It was so high pitched, you just wanted to be over with.
I thought he needed to take, some lessons from you, some musical lessons.
Yeah, eventually. Kiki says, you don't have something magical as until it's tested, and it's important to know how to use it. But if you don't know what you're doing, back off because the power can turn against you. And yeah, Tucker was complaining that stuff from his dad's magic shop never works. Well, how the fuck is it in business? That shop's been there for a few years at least.
It's just like the glasses and fake mustaches and shit. Maybe snap caps.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, I was just telling Ben and Camille what I was low on time this week. So I actually had an hour drive to the studio. And it's a bright Saturday afternoon. So I actually had to listen to this episode twice while I was in the car. And I couldn't watch it because I was obviously driving and it's fucking bright as shit. This episode is all dark and stuff. So I was going to just listen to it and go off memory, but then we just watched it again. And when I watched it just before we started recording this, I completely forgot that Tatiana Ali was in this. He played Ashley Banks on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
That's what.
I forgot she was in this episode. She was also later on The Young and the Restless and recently a show called Fly. And Ben's going to make some funny Dr. Phil references later on.
Uncle Phil, not Dr. Phil.
Oh, yeah, she's a lawyer. That's
Phil's
right.
A show.
Okay. It's nighttime, and we see this big Victorian-style house. We hear this girl say some words. to trap a creature in the night. There's like a line of chalk on a wall so white. She's probably some candles. There's an amulet. We see the spoon attached to like a fucking
piece of wood.
Yeah,
some twine.
Little wine or something. She mentions some Arabic terminology or some language. And for a creature of darkness to come to her, then we saw this cloaked figure come out of the wall. That thing looked kind of scary, man. I'm not gonna lie. That shadowy figure. Then we see this.
See, they either nail it with the cloaks and makeup, or it goes terribly wrong. Like with the magician's assistant, that was terrible.
This one was a very haunting image, but her practicing some incorrect Wiccan, I don't know, that was just off to me.
Are you sure it's wicked?
I mean, why not?
Well, what else kind of religion has magic to it?
A lot. We should dig on Wikipedia.
Like some Satanists.
Satanists, pagans,
Wiccan.
Catholics.
She says
Catholics don't use candles and stars on the floor and pentagrams.
Okay, Jewish people then.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Let's not get into this.
We always have a disclaimer at these episodes for a reason. She mentions to the figure to stay where you are, but no worky. And then she knocks over a candle, and the figure keeps coming towards her. She goes to the door, but it slams shut. And like she's not knocking that hard on it to get out. I mean, for that age, and like this haunting demon creature comes at you, I thought she'd be like begging for her fucking life.
Yeah, and like she's not being quiet about it. So if there was someone in the house, they probably would have came there.
Where was her family? Where was her parents? Were they on date night? Where was her sister?
That's a great question, because I was thinking about that the whole episode. Yeah, the room catches on fire at that point, and then we're transported to daytime where we see the house was for sale and is sold. There's a movie company coming in, and we see this family, mom and dad, and then brothers, Doug and Aaron.
It's a whole family. We rarely see this on Are You for the Dark?
Yeah, it's always some single parent, right?
Family of 4.
Or we see the kids and no parents at all.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll try again for a girl.
Did that guy, Aaron, look familiar?
Honestly, I thought it was Frank at first.
Yeah, they're brothers in real life.
Really?
yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the distinction there. The one kid, Doug, says, it's big. And then they go upstairs and he's going to get wet bed. And yeah, that was my thing with this. This house they mentioned is big as shit. Why do these brothers share the same fucking bedroom?
See?
Well, also, too, they move in there and all of a sudden magically the furniture's there. Like,
Well, the movie company was there.
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because
Who pays for movers anymore?
well, then when they get into the bedroom, Doug says it's
You
cold.
rent a U-Haul and you do it yourself.
And then they're moving stuff at the night. And this is the part where I turned to bed because we're watching this on a clip on archive.org. We didn't know if it was the version we watched, but everyone in that family looks dirty. Like they look at it and have just soot and dirt like all over the faces. Or was that just
they were moving.
Well, how do you get that fucking dirty from moving boxes inside of a house?
I mean,
Obviously, you've never packed stuff up into a U-Haul or a trailer, Adam, because you would know the filth and grime that's in there.
sometimes when like you're moving from one place to the other, there's already dust on like a TV stand. You're not gonna wipe it off and then move it. You're just gonna fucking throw it in the back of a U-Haul.
Exactly. Hope it doesn't break. It's like real life Jenga. You gotta stack the boxes in there.
Yeah, I just want to get to the point in my life where I don't have to worry about that shit. I say to the movie company, here's all the stuff. I want to take it from here to here. And that way I can just show up and be comfortable. Ben, what are you doing over
Okay,
there?
Adam.
Ben's moving this like
Take back
mock
your
tea thing.
water and lemonade.
It's terrible. I mean, it's bad.
Why the hell didn't you just get a thing of hoopty?
Do we have hoopty here?
We have a little bit left from last recording.
If it's from last recording, we've got none.
Yeah, we got pretty tore up in that last recording.
Here, try that. It's terrible.
I can't drink and drive at all. Like
Just have a little taste.
No, I'll smell it though. Just take a smell of it.
Hold your nose.
Man, this stuff smells like shit. Why are you drinking this?
He's trying to convince me to have a glass.
It smells like bad apple cider. That's what it smells like.
Well, yeah, it's all the sweet tea. It's terrible.
Well, it tastes like the toilet water in the bowl.
I'm going to kill this whole picture.
Where's my champagne? My birthday is tomorrow.
Oh,
Where's it at?
Upstairs, the beds are shaking. They get all scared and stuff. They see all of their possessions are stacked in the corner. And I noticed that clown punching bag thing. So I wonder if there's a reference to Poltergeist here because they do mention Poltergeist as
or
in
Zebo.
the themes. Yeah, I did look at Zebo, like Bozo, like those just like piece of shit, like pull up things you got out of vending machines and stuff.
Can you what?
What do
Can
you
I
got?
interject here about the time where I thought a ghost was shaking my bed at
What-
night? Do you
what-
remember this, guys?
No, I don't remember any of this. at
Oh
all.
my goodness. I was like 6 or 7. I wake up and my bed's shaking. And of course, I scream for mom down the hall. And she's like, what? I'm like, come here. My bed's shaking. She's like, no, it's not. So I convince her to lay down in the bed with me. And it starts shaking again. You know what she does? You know what that woman does? My mother flies out of the room, down the hall. And I'm like paralyzed and, with fear in the bed.
Nice.
And I tell her, come back. And I'm like, flip on the light. It was the cat. She had gotten out from downstairs, came all over my bed, and was scratching herself and shaking the bed.
So
That cat has a lot of power then.
That was scary. But also proved what happens when my
What?
mom thinks there's a ghost.
I thought she was going to grab a gun or something.
No. She just runs, leaves her child behind.
All right.
She's fearless. But she likes to go on ghost tours and stuff and hear stories all the time.
Oh man, when she's always talking about ghost hunters and all that shit, I ruin her day.
I think that's where we
That
get
show is
our
fucking
our
stupid.
love for,
I
like, the
ruin her day
supernatural.
because I'll walk by and I'm like, they're not gonna find anything, and then she's like, you don't know.
They never do.
Yeah, they never
She
do.
has high hopes. But I think that's where our love for the supernatural comes from. Didn't she
Well,
grow up in a haunted house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the farmhouse was haunted as shit.
That was in Marion, right?
Yeah.
They see that a Q is on the wall.
They pretty much play this off like, oh, nice joke. It wasn't me, it was you. And then
I don't get the cue.
then they're like, well, they explain that.
Well,
weren't
it's like
paying
Susie Q,
attention.
the Disney movie. Like, what's with the Q? I don't know. I didn't get
Susie Q was a ghost too.
it. I thought that was
But
stupid.
Anyway, no, they're like, oh yeah, it wasn't me, it was you. Oh no, I didn't do that. And then they just start play wrestling and
They
shit.
gloss
Like,
over
no,
it.
motherfucker, neither of us did this. This should be a problem.
Yeah. I mean, when they alert the parents at that point.
Yeah.
The next day, or soon to be the next day, Aaron is introduced to the new class. He has to take a seat near Connie. And I was thinking, how the fuck do you know who that is? The teacher's like, yeah, go take a seat next to Connie. And
Well, he kind
Just a guess.
of. I think she pointed at him
well,
or her.
as he walks by a bunch of papers from the kids' desk on the floor, teacher's getting a little fussy. The guy's desk starts floating. He's getting pissed off at him already.
See, all right. I'm starting to have an issue
Mhm.
with the
Me too.
episode right now.
Why?
Actually, I was having it a little bit prior, but I don't want to go back to it just yet because I don't want to ruin it. All right. If the house is haunted, why the fuck's the school haunted?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, well, how's the ghost just possess him like that? Because that doesn't come back up in this
Ever.
episode at all.
Yeah, no, ever.
Maybe the ghost has attached herself to the guy because he's living in the house. You know how they say spirits can travel with you?
Yeah, but
So maybe
see,
that was the effect.
the little boy is the one that's sick, not the big brother.
Yeah.
Well, there's your loophole.
Plot hole, you mean, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Same thing. Different meaning.
You need some tea.
No,
He
I need
sees-
stamps.
He
Give me
sees
some
his
champagne.
brother in the school there that day and bumps Connie's head again. That's when the necklace is mentioned. He mentions that the necklace he has on is grandfather's pilot wings that are silver. Later that night, Frank's in a dream state, wakes up, sees himself in the bed, turns around and sees the magic book girl doing her ritual. He asks who she's talking to, and then he sees the zombie. That person is listed as a zombie in the credits. by
A
the way.
zombie?
Yeah, it's not a fucking zombie.
No.
It's like a demon creature, right?
Ghoul or some shit.
I was actually
would say
calling it
ghoul.
Quicksilver for a minute.
Yeah.
The
No,
room starts catching on
yeah.
fire, and the girl turns to him and says she did it wrong. I want to say Frank here, but his name's Aaron because it looks so
It
goddamn
does
similar.
look like Frank.
Yeah. He wakes up screaming. Doug's all sick as shit still. Then the winged necklace starts moving itself from the dresser to the floor, and then under some latch thing.
Like
Where
the
they,
baseboard.
Yeah, or baseboard, okay.
Yeah.
that was like cobwebs in there.
Yeah. But I'm going to tell you, once we get into finding out who that girl was and all that stuff, I'm gonna go crazy here in a second.
Well, we're very close. He finds a burnt yearbook in there. And turning through it, he sees a Q on a girl named Laura Turner. And it
Oh,
says
that-
Connie. Then
I didn't realize that was a Q. I just thought it was circled.
Oh, that was cute.
No, it was a Q.
Well, fuck
It was a green highlighter Q.
Well, then they say who's the girl next to her because they look very similar, but the part of the yearbook is burnt. Then they look up and see the zombie, and they're screaming. Then they do the stupid fucking shit that they done multiple times before. Where they do
the fade out.
Yeah, they do a
the
commercial
fade out
break.
scream.
Yeah,
of course.
it comes back in right there. I think it would have been better if they actually cut right when that necklace went in there, and that basically keeps you guessing on what's
in there. Yeah,
yeah. Parents come in. Yeah, this was a good scene. They say it's all
finally
white
the
shit.
parents can come back.
Yeah.
But you made a good point there, Ben, when you watched this.
Doctor had the dad had heart surgery. Next, the next mornings, quit fucking waking him up.
Yeah, I mean, they're scared for their lives. It's like, oh, there's a intruder or some kind of shit happening. Never ghost stories, so obviously it's been a thing in the past. Aaron brings the yearbook to the school the next day to question Connie about it. And he just something jumps up and interrupts this conversation she's having with some girls there, asks to talk to her alone. He asks if she's related to Laura Turner. Like, why? And then she gets offended at first, says it's her twin when he questions who she is.
Was Connie's last name Connie Turner? Did we not know that?
No, we didn't.
Like it's never said. Just
They were
Connie.
only on a first name basis.
Yeah.
Ben.
She asks if someone put him up to it.
Well, what
Is
about
this
roll
no?
call?
I don't think doing
What's
school.
Aaron's last name?
You know what? This teacher just
Johnson
picks and
says
chooses
that.
what she wants
Yeah,
to
yeah.
do.
So we know his last name. We don't fucking know Connie's
What do we do now?
now.
Because she admits that it's her twin sister who's dead. And he shows her the yearbook. And that's when it's revealed that he lives in her old house. Doug's homesick.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
What?
You have to stop there.
Time
Okay.
out. All right, they're twins.
Yeah.
All right. So, very first scene, girl doing her little ritual. Camille had
And
the same exact point as me. She's wearing shit from like the 1800s.
She's got this
in that
high-collared,
motherfucker.
white, ruffled nightgown.
Yeah.
So,
Who the fuck in their teens wears that shit
yeah,
nowadays?
exactly. So you think this is from the 1800s, but when they fade to the present day, they don't give you any.
But
I don't know,
but here's
like
the thing.
time
Yeah,
continuum.
her outfit is really dated, but in that intro scene here, like the decor of the room is modern.
What little
Yeah,
kid
that's
is
right
paying
here.
attention to the decor?
All right, well,
the only thing that gives it away is
pull it
there's
up.
a fucking lamp at the wall. I looked back at this the second time.
Okay.
When
But I mean, the furniture and all that stuff is modern.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
You can't get past that nightgown.
Yeah,
That's hideous.
there's
That's
a-
some
there's a lamp
goodwill.
right there.
I mean,
That's the only giveaway right there. There's a fucking
But you're not
desk
paying
lamp.
attention to the lamp. You're looking at the creepy shadow in the
Well,
wall.
I was paying attention to the second time. Like, okay, it's fucking. She's wearing shit from the 1800s. Like, how do I not notice the 1800s? There's a fucking electrical lamp right there.
Yeah, but there's a modern trash can. There's a few pictures.
Where's
and
the
stuff.
trash can at?
It's in the back
You are
there.
supposed to be petrified right
It's on the
now,
other side of the
staring
room.
at this ghost, ghoul, creepy
But
creature.
all the rest of this shit's old as fuck. She got that fucking nightgown out of the attic.
Those are great grandmothers.
Yeah, she
That
is
looks
the great grandmother.
disgusting.
Oh yeah, so there's a few electronics in the room. I see a boombox.
Yeah, but shit's on fire at this point. You're not really looking for electronics. You're not
Where-
looking for
you
a
know what?
fucking Discman in there.
If the brothers share a room, how come the twins aren't sharing a room?
Yeah, that's
Where
my
is the
major
twins'
thing.
bed? Where's the twin? Why isn't she participating?
Because
They're
that
supposed to be
room's on fire. Fuck her.
BFFs. No. There are ride or die twins. To womb to tomb, and they both take you to the tomb. One of them got chipped.
Hey, that should be the name of a movie. That's a good one. From Womb to Tomb. Doug's back home sick, ready to go. Book just called Ghost. He starts going off and finds poltergeists are friendly, but then says that Quicksilver is a teenage girl poltergeist leaving a cue at his place anywhere they haunt.
It's pretty specific.
Yeah.
It's pretty specific.
I
for,
realize
Where did he get the book from?
I don't know.
He's sick. He can't go to the library.
maybe it was brought to him.
Yeah, maybe we already had it. Got for Christmas one year. Yeah, my other thing here is I never realized that demon zombie thing is a female.
It is.
Yeah, they just said it's a teenage girl poltergeist.
No,
That's what they just said.
no,
Pull back
No.
up.
You're listening to it wrong. A poltergeist called Quicksilver is a teenage girl. There's two
There's two
ghosts. There's the demon,
Okay,
and then
Yeah.
there's Quicksilver, who is Laura.
I thought Quicksilver was the demon.
No.
No.
Quicksilver's the teenage
Confusing,
girl.
isn't it?
Then
Ghost.
who the fuck's leaving the queue?
Quicksilver. Laura is Quicksilver.
Yeah, that's why
Oh,
she's
okay,
circling
I see.
her picture in the yearbook.
Oh,
Writing
yeah.
on
They
the
should put a
walls.
Q on the yearbook.
Yeah.
But why is it just on her?
She is trying to tell them it's dead. She says, find my sister. Bring this bitch to the grave. She's supposed to be dead with me.
Well, there's a transition there, like the one from the baseball bat, where they fade from the queue to the queue. Yeah, and then she comes back, Connie, and says, "This is Laura's yearbook." Yeah, no shit. They just said that. Like, I don't think they need to say that twice.
Oh, yeah.
And Connie
Maybe
says,
it was a commercial
It's
break.
Laura's
It was a
yearbook.
commercial break. You have to be refreshed in your memory.
"Yeah, I forgot all about it." Well, Connie says that she had a secret hiding spot. Yeah, so much for secret. Your twin sister knew about it. But why would someone hide their like brand new yearbook? Why would I know teens highlight
Maybe it was
journals
a burn
and porn
book.
and shit, but why the fuck you gonna hide your yearbook? What do you say, Camille?
It was a burn book. Like she had mean, nasty comments.
I mean,
she got
there-
all her hate out in the
there-
back of it. She drew little devil horns on
There
her
was
twin
some shit-
sister.
There was some
Yeah.
shit in my yearbook that was written that, I mean, I'd probably
It's pretty
want to
dark.
hide it. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone does it. It's natural. It's how you get your hate out. You vent to the
I
world.
mean, I didn't write it.
Other people wrote it
Yeah.
towards you or towards other people.
Well, Camille, you got to understand, when we all went through high school, we all had completely different paths that we went. Like, Adam got suspended for 2 days for something he said. I got suspended for 2 weeks for fighting.
That was suspended. I got into school detention for smoking in the parking lot.
Oh, well, see, there you go.
And that was inside someone's personal car, by the way.
I thought you had the police called on you the one time you got sent to the principal's office.
Who did?
Adam.
Maybe.
Yeah, he did.
It doesn't matter. The thing is, we all took different paths, and you, Camille, you got an award for missing less than 7 days your whole high school career, right?
Yeah, but I also stood up to the teachers who were trying to take away student rights.
You have no rights.
Stupid
according to that, right?
Lynchback was requiring a quid pro quo to go to lunch. He coerced me to sign some kind of agreement.
Wait, what was that?
She wouldn't sign something because she didn't get to read it.
Mhm.
I remember this. Like, Dad always helps us out with any type of shit like this. Well, she signed it, and then she wrote, "I wrote this in duress." And under duress, and that became a thing.
Yeah. Everyone hated me. Yeah. I'm just trying to stand up for student rights here.
No, everybody else is
That
a
was
peasant.
before people did walkouts and
We
other
need-
stupid things.
We need more breadsticks during the week.
You know
for
what?
the
Shut up. I
cafeteria.
tried to improve the school lunches, which are served on a styrofoam tray. Just trying to help out.
Yeah, I think they got rid of those because of the recycling thing. Although I did go in our old high school cafeteria a few weeks ago for a work assignment, and you remember how everybody, especially back in the 90s and 2000s, always claimed for a jukebox in the cafeteria?
Mhm.
Well, these guys actually did now have like a mixer with a speaker and then an
What?
auxiliary cord that you could plug a phone into.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so they were playing music during lunch.
Spoiled little kids.
All right, fuck.
Maybe it was
Entitled
always the bands
bitches.
over,
All
over
I
the
wanted
years.
was a salad bar, and I couldn't even get that in school.
That's very outdated. Like I laugh so when I see a restaurant have a salad bar nowadays. I'm thinking, back in time.
We had a salad bar, didn't we?
No, you got like the coleslaw mix.
You
was
just
just
throw that in
out.
the trash to fill your tray up.
Ugh.
There's some nasty ass cafeteria food, man. That's why I said I would have had that food fight because nothing be at lost, right?
The best food fight. I mean, there were a couple when I was in high school. The best one was when someone threw something and then no one else threw anything.
Yeah, they're hungry.
Tension for you.
Aaron asked how Laura died, and Connie says they only lived there for a few weeks, and Laura claimed the house was haunted.
What year?
We have a
Yeah.
problem
What
with the
year was
time
this?
continuum here.
Yeah, well, the yearbook said, we paused it, looked at it. It's kind
Since
of burnt.
1990, and then the rest is burnt.
Yeah, something. This episode came out in 1994, so
Okay.
it has to be within that 4-year gap there,
Yeah.
right? It's not 1890s.
Right.
'Cause they didn't
Yeah,
have
but when you
picture
look
yearbooks
at the
back then.
pictures, when you look at the pictures in a yearbook, it looks like only a few months
But
maybe went by.
wouldn't be
Yeah.
it wouldn't be the
They didn't age.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Like, how
Where's the grieving process here?
how fresh is that wound?
Mhm.
yeah,
from,
this is her twin sister.
Well, my other thing here was, like, later we see a person get taken by Quicksilver, or sorry, by the demon ghost.
Right. Zombie
But
ghost.
the fucking room's on fire. So did Laura die for burnt, or is she just up and missing? Like, how do they know she's actually dead?
They said she's dead, so it has to be. It has to be her corpse had to be in there,
So
right?
she caught on fire, right?
Just her bones. I don't know.
But how the fuck did they renovate that house that quick?
Exactly. Like they didn't disclose that there was fire damage.
They had to flip that bitch
They also
real quick.
painted the room. It was red in the very beginning, and now it's blue when the brothers move in.
Yeah, it is a different color. So they did some massive renovations. They were that whole sold. I mean, this is prime real estate here. It's built over an old cemetery and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But she says that Laura had the fever as well. And then she got a book of magic one night, lit some candles, and no one knew what happened. The room caught on fire, and then she stops. But I'm thinking, like, no one knew what happened. How did she know what was going on? They said Connie says later on she didn't believe her, but how did she know all the fucking candles and stuff?
Well, because her mom didn't throw any of that shit out.
I think.
Well, how did that
I
not
think
get damaged in
Connie's
the fire?
in denial.
See, I was going to bring that up.
She knew what her sister was doing. She was like, no way, I'm not getting tangled up in this crap.
She's got the spell book. She's got the wand. She's got the candles. If all this was in the room that caught fire, at the very least, the candles are melting.
Yeah,
the candles are melting. the book.
Let's reuse the candle.
The book's gonna get burnt. You know, like the spell book's gonna get burnt. Like all this other shit.
But good news is that nightgown got burnt.
I really hate
that
that
hideous garment.
Aaron says he thinks he knows what happened. Then we go back to the house. The dog is sick as shit. He's out of water, but magically it fills itself back up.
Did you ever realize what I was talking about?
No, other than I now know that that's the good ghost.
Okay.
You thought that was the bad ghost filling up the water?
Do us
a favor.
Okay.
Pull it up.
All right.
Pull up this scene. As soon as I say it, it's gonna click with you.
How bad is it?
I mean,
is it pretty noticeable to people? Or?
Yeah,
because there's no ghost section on IMDb. Usually that's the go-to thing, right?
So who grabbed the baseball bat the first time?
It was
older brother, yeah.
Yeah. Where'd he pull it from?
The side corner.
Yeah, from behind that like dummy, right? Behind his little clown bopper.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Keep going. Yep. You're about
That's
there.
right there. Okay.
Okay. So
there's clown
pause
bopper
it.
in here. He's on the other side.
He's in Aaron's bed.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah, why
I
is he in
figured
Aaron's
out
bed?
why.
He's in Aaron's
I figured out
fucking
why he's
bed.
in Aaron's bed.
Why?
He peed his own bed and he hopped in Aaron's. Isn't that what little brothers do?
No,
No.
because he's a sick motherfucker and he wants to roll around in Aaron's sheets and then get Aaron sick too.
Yeah, but
He's been in Aaron's been in Aaron's bed this whole fucking time. Other than okay, you know, like, oh, you're not shaking the bed. Oh, blah blah blah. Whenever he's sick, he's in Aaron's bed. He grabs the baseball bat because he's in Aaron's bed.
Maybe
he knows
his
where
mattress
it is.
is comfier.
No, he says he likes the lumpy bed. He said it in the very first thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's good. Okay,
I'm running out of reasons.
This is a side shot, but here's a wall right there.
Yeah.
So they didn't have both beds in the shot though, right?
Oh, so now they're sharing a bed.
How many fucking beds are in this room right now?
There's two beds. There's supposed to be two beds.
Are you sure? Because they don't have a side profile there.
All right, right now with the ghost book, he's in his bed.
Yeah.
He's in his bed.
Okay, that's obvious.
Because the wall's over there.
Yeah, because they don't show the our side of the rivet off.
Oh, so he's got those toys
But also,
behind his head.
there's toys behind him. So later on, are the toys there?
No, because he's in the other bed.
Why did he move beds?
I told you, he peed the bed. He got up
because he
and
wants
left.
to get his brother sick. The nightstand was in the middle between the beds. So if it's on that side of him, he's in Aaron's bed.
Okay, but he goes back there. Yeah,
when he gets captured, he's in Aaron's bed. When he gets captured,
he's just a bed hopper.
But look at this right here. I'm coming this next to you. The
Aaron's
wall's
bed.
there. Yeah, but it's the same fucking toys, right?
But he doesn't have, there's the lamp's
different.
missing.
Because his bed's on the other side of that nightstand.
Yeah, why the fuck is he in their guy's bed?
Like I said, he's a sicko.
That was a good catch, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the times you watched it sober and found that out, right?
No, I was drinking last night too.
All right. You're pretty much daily drinkers at this point in life.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as podcasting days usually, but
oh
right.
yeah, podcasting days are rough.
Yeah, especially the last two, they've got pretty rough at the end there.
Yeah.
It feels funny not drinking on this, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, you're saying that, but we started this. You wouldn't drink.
Well, I mean, I drank last night.
Mm-hmm. But when we started recording at first, you wouldn't. It was just me, and then you realized how fun it is.
Yeah, there's that to a lot character. I know a few other professional-oriented podcasts. This is the only one where I can really drink on it. So, yeah.
So
Aaron says he saw Connie in the dream, and she said, "I did it wrong," and she was telling him how to get rid of the demon.
But we're past that.
Yeah,
we're at Doug in the bed.
But we have to explain every single detail so everybody knows, right? Connie gets pissed off, but Aaron talks to give it a second chance. So that's when she woke him in the house. Doug's back under covers, tries talking to the friendly ghost
in Aaron's bed.
Yeah, Bruce comes back in. Goes to get water, but then that nightstand starts shaking, knocks it off. Yeah, that's when he grabs the baseball bat.
Right.
He goes to escape, but then Aaron comes in and says there's a good ghost and a bad ghost. And then he sees Connie, asks what she's doing there. And asks where mom is. She says, picking up dad from work. And they have to do this before they get back. Yeah, with the teenage girl there.
That's
right?
why they need a moving company, because they only got one car. Single car family.
But why is the mom picking up the dad if the dad is...
because the mom is a stay-at-home mom.
Cardiologist.
These are different
but
times.
He would leave her home and not take the car.
Well, he's a doctor.
Yeah, the doctor
he works
needs
7
the car.
to 7.
How do you know it's the doctor?
That's Ben's backstory.
What's the backstory?
Hold on now. Let's not do that. Let's just say they're doctors, and we'll leave
they're
it
not
at that.
doctors.
We'll leave it at
Taking
that.
their profession.
Look, we were
professor. Okay,
we were asking. No. You know what? I'm not getting in this because I'm the only one drinking. I can't defend myself.
Maybe he's a taxi driver.
Oh, see? Oh, now we're making it a race thing. I was trying not to.
Why is that racist?
Because he's
you could have a car then.
He's like, Indian.
Anywho.
Shut up, Ben.
When we rewatched this before recording, we made a good point here. How much time passes because in the next shot is nighttime, and how fucking far does the dad work away where the mom has to drive 5 hours to pick him up and come back?
Yeah, hospitals. They got a lot of floors.
Once again, the time lapse is off on this movie. It just doesn't make sense.
She brings the stuff that Laura used in the dream.
Yep. Should have been burnt. Should have all been fire damage.
At least bring a receipt for the new candles.
She just this is where it turns night. She just up and starts reading, or were they doing some practice or research before that?
If they were doing any type of research, he would look at I don't want to get ahead. I mean, it's a couple minutes away, but if they did any type of prep, then they would have spotted that problem that's going to arise here.
Okay. Well, the demon ghost appears
after they summon him.
Yeah.
Keep shaking me. I'm gonna
trying to imitate
I'm gonna
the
go back
ghost.
there and I'm gonna shake you.
And then again,
you're not gonna shake me.
Maybe they were planning it, but fuck. What the hell is that?
Game of Thrones.
Why is it just up and playing that now?
Because he didn't silence his phone.
This isn't a movie.
It can't be. They say it worked. But then the demon captures Doug. They must have missed something. Then the demon ghost comes back. And that's when Aaron realizes that they didn't use great-grandmom's silver china set from the 1800s like the Nickelodeon came from, because the spoon is steel, not silver. He takes the pilot wings off, which of course was mentioned earlier that it is silver, puts it on a little magical wand. The demon stops, and then he puts the demon in the amulet. What did you guys think of that effect there?
The effect, I mean, it wasn't terrible.
I thought
for
it was
the time.
Good for the age.
Yeah, for 1994 kids, I thought it was good.
They did a really good job.
Yeah.
But first off, saying the spoon is silver, it's called flatware. Get it together, people. Not silverware. And the amulet that they're using is a crystal rock. So get a necklace and use the right prop. Or change the wording.
It can be an amulet, and an amulet, this rock is going to be this crystal is going to be the cage.
I guess it wouldn't be as catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, God, it didn't fucking rhyme. Leave it alone.
Yeah, we'll have to get the...
It's like reading a Dr. Seuss book. When it doesn't rhyme, it throws you off.
It's the syntax, right? Or the rhyme scheme.
Yeah.
Well, Dr. Seuss...
Everything seems legit when it rhymes. This is true.
Little fun fact for you.
Mm-hmm.
His editor dared him to make a book using 50 words or less. And
the stupid dog one.
No, it was Green Eggs and Ham.
Oh.
Bestseller. Although he was also rejected like hundreds, if not thousands of times by publishers before he got published, so never give up. Once the demon is in the amulet, they see the sister who's dead, Laura. Damn it, Siri. Every time I say serious or something, my fucking Siri on my iPhone goes off.
Maybe you need to turn your sensitivity down. What's with you guys and your phones up your butts? Can't we live?
It's 2018. We have to have cell phones there so don't go types.
Yeah, what if we want to look
But
up...
you're in a dead zone. This is a dead zone here.
Not if you got Wi-Fi on.
Yeah.
We got funny memes to look
Maybe
at.
I need to connect to the Wi-Fi. That's my problem.
That might be it.
I'm just roaming. Data roaming. Do you remember when roaming was like, oh God, no, turn it off.
I remember when 3G was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I heard like they actually made those phones like run a lot slower on purpose, forcing people to upgrade. Kind of makes sense. Where's that sound I'm hearing?
That's a ghost named Grant.
Oh, your child. Yeah. Camille's kids downstairs. Let her out. Yeah, I said that cardio by principal up.
I can't wait till he can start talking. Like, is he going to introduce me as Uncle Ben like the rice?
Yes, that's what I always tell him.
You always have to say like the rice afterwards.
I do.
Good.
Yeah.
Even that rice
him
tastes
right.
like shit. I had some Uncle
You're
Ben
buying the wrong ones.
It was the microwave kind that Kayla got. I think it was going to be less time, but I was like, you just wasted money because I took one spoonful and threw the rest of the trash kid. Well, Connie sees her sister, says sorry she didn't believe her, gives her the captured amulet, and says she misses her. The ghost can't talk. And that is the same actress, Tatiana, is playing Beth Parts there.
Yeah.
And you kind of notice like the old school 90s way of doing that, had just editing and just shooting the scene twice and put it together. I noticed some mistakes, but that wouldn't happen nowadays with technology. But for the time,
some mistakes. She's wearing an 1800s nightgown. Yeah.
To end the story,
Right.
Kiki says they finished what Laura started. Biff Ghost were never seen again. So if you use magic, make sure you do it right. And then we get a birdshot view of the campfire. The recorder is blown by Tucker, and then a rainstorm comes.
You know, I'm really thinking this is Wiccan because, you know, they always say if you don't do it right, bad things can happen. So you got to protect yourself. So I think this is where this whole looping back together. From the beginning.
Perhaps. Final thoughts, everybody?
I'm right.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like the greatest, but I think they could have expanded. Like they could have, I guess, gone more in depth and made it more of like they could have made it harder. You're like, oh, hey, your dead sister is haunting my house. Oh, well, fucking why didn't you say so? Let me get all this shit that mom kept of hers, and then we'll just come over and we'll instantly get rid of the demon ghost and my sister's ghost all in one go, all in one day. Fuck it. Why didn't you say so?
Yeah, I think it may have worked if they captured the little brher earlier on in the episode and he couldn't come back for a while, right?
Or brought the sister back to life.
You know, why was he traumatized from this? Like he was like, "Wow, what a ride!" Like, yeah, he freaked out.
Yeah, how did he come back? Also,
they, I guess, vanquished the ghost and released his soul. I don't know.
Yeah,
let's go with that.
Why didn't Connie come back for good then?
That's a good question.
She burned up.
Not Connie. Laura.
Yeah, she burnt.
Yeah, because her charred corpse was in the bedroom.
And everyone knows from watching Supernatural, once you burn the bones, it's over.
Got it. I thought the production quality was very high here, and that the episode, like you said, it goes by quick, but I mean, it caught my attention. Like, there's a lot of scene changes and stuff.
It happens fast.
Yeah. The acting
Very
I thought was
fast-paced.
strong as well, except for like one or two scenes.
I don't want any of that nasty beverage.
Camille,
Get out of my face before I dump it on you.
What was your final thought, Camille?
I liked it. Like I said, this is the one episode that really stuck with me. I think they did a good job.
This was the one.
This is the one.
Yeah, Camille picked this one to do when we asked her what she wanted to
Really?
it.
I said the only one I remember is about a ghost coming through the wall and a glass of water filling up magically.
Damn.
And he was like, "Oh, that's Quicksilver." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Let me watch it."
This was the one. Huh?
This is
That's
the one.
Crazy.
Yeah. You really didn't think this was a coincidence that we're watching it? today
Well, I mean,
when I'm down.
No shit, I get that.
It's Easter
Hello.
weekend, by the way. We're recording this. Just to let everybody know our production thing. Yeah, this episode is going to come out way into season 3. It's like the 11th episode I see here. So we already recorded all the other ones way ahead of time, and this is the one where we're back on chronological order, Ben.
We need to start.
Well,
We need to start doing these bitches in chronological.
All right, because we were jumping around a
You're
lot
not?
there for a while. No, we
You
were
are wasting. Your life.
We're posting them in chronological.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
we
I got
did-
you, but
we
you're not
did-
doing them
we
back.
did the first 3, and then Doll Maker was one of the first ones we did, and then all the ones up to what happened last week with the Dream Girl, and then like we did Film Police last week as well, and that's like the episode 4 of this. So
And
now
you
we're
said
back on
you
target.
said we might have to redo that one because
Yeah, that one was pretty rough. But the people hearing this, I don't know if I'm going to put out right now the edited version or the new version because we're so fucking drunk in that episode. I think we only talk about the actual episode for like 3 minutes out of like 40 minutes.
Well, guess what?
It's rough.
You know what? I think you should post it as is because that like Phone Police, there was nothing there.
Yeah,
That was a terrible, terrible episode.
Yeah, but next week we're recording both Crimson Clown and Dangerous Soup. And we have a special guest for the Crimson Clown episode, which is Ben's future stepchild, who's of the age that about we were at the time this came out.
Yeah, he's 11.
Cool deal. Well, thanks again for listening. We'll thank Camille for stopping in the studio. Camille, you coming back next season?
Perhaps.
Do you remember the episode about the library with the person that wants to keep him quiet all the time?
I don't.
What about the Locket one?
No.
Ghastly Grinner?
No.
Ghastly Gunner, hell yeah.
That was a really popular episode.
What was that one about?
Ghastly Grinner, the comic book one.
It's a comic book one with
No.
this jester.
I think I remember something about a pool and an orange one.
Dead
That's
Man's
monster.
Float.
That's season 5.
Oh, okay. Well, invite me back for season 5, and I'll be here.
Christ.
All right.
I guess I'll see you, in 2 years? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, this is 13 weeks we have covered for
Yeah,
season
the next
3, so-
holiday.
Yeah, next holiday.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. All right, well, thanks again for listening. We'll see you next time. Be sure to subscribe. Please leave us reviews. We need a lot of reviews. Instagram, Facebook, we're on there. You have any email things you want to send us? We're not afraid of the dark at gmail.com.
We're gonna get sponsored by people.
Yeah, that's the running goal.
I'm gonna start looking for sponsorships and just selling right the fuck out.
Are you afraid of the dark? Are you afraid of the dark? Midnight Society, Midnight Society, Midnight Society. Campfire poppin', campfire poppin'. They got them scary tales. They got them scary tales. They got them scary tales. Really wanna get into the rumble cause you know that I with it like